I found this so interesting. In one of your podcasts with Peter Nekas, he was saying how he's been studying chameleons in the wild for so long, and he's never seen one drink liquid water off of droplets in the wild. Like that just blew my mind when I heard it. And yeah, that just goes to show you that when we have our chameleons running for the mister and seeing, that water and trying to and sitting there and drinking, it's not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah, they can drink and take in water, moisture, many different ways, and they will do what it takes to survive. I mean, we have during the dry, we have video of chameleons down on the forest floor drinking out of a puddle. We know they do that under duress. That's not what they don't go down to the forest floor where they're completely vulnerable just to get
Right,
a drink. They do
right.
that because they're lacking water. And what we have found is that you can hydrate your chameleon to the point where they don't need to drink during the day. A lot of this comes with humidity control and keeping high humidity. And we've been very effective using fogging to be able to do this. And some of us have been as adventurous enough to use fogging as not only the primary hydration method, but as the only hydration method, to where keeping the chameleon in a fog during the night fully hydrates them. Now, if you look at Chameleon Academy and my care guides, I don't have fogging as the sole hydration. You'll look at my care guides, I have fogging, misting, and even a dripper in there because I want to have all of these backups if I am teaching someone who's just starting out how to do
Sure.
this. So, as David and I are talking about advanced topics in chameleon husbandry, it doesn't mean that everybody needs to jump on and get rid of everything they've been doing. Just know that chameleon herpetoculture is moving forward, and we are discovering some incredible things. And also keep in mind that there's also a lot of pushback in the community for doing anything different, and so a number of these things are highly controversial.
Yeah.
But like fogging's highly controversial. But I did an episode specifically for this where I put it through the test. What is the two biggest tests you would want to put using fogging as the hydration method under? One would be the largest chameleon, and that would be the
All right.
Parsons chameleon. I brought on James Cross, who fogged his Parsons chameleon and used that as hydration and got fully hydrated Parsons chameleons. The other one would be the most sensitive of the chameleons, and that would be hatchlings. So I brought on Sean McNeely, who fogged his hatchlings as the hydration method. And so, I mean, it's important. I can do it, and people say, yeah, but that's you. You're some mad scientist sitting in some chameleon laboratory. So, but no, it's people in the community are doing this, and it works. Doesn't mean you have to do it. If you're not comfortable with it, and it's still a relatively new concept
Right.
to the
And
point
it could
where
just be another tool to add to your toolbox of chameleon keeping. It's not saying, okay, today you're going to throw out your misters and just put foggers and fog at night. No, you could start off little by little, fog a little bit for 1 or 2 hours at night, see how that goes, and just
Mhm.
add it into your game, obviously, as you learn.
well, where this comes with another shift in the community from screen cages to hybrid cages, to where we're actually starting to enclose the cage and do some humidity control. Like in a screen cage, you you can't control humidity. It's your
Right.
cage is at whatever level your room is at, and
Yes.
generally speaking, our houses are not designed for 100% humidity at night. So your chameleon is dehydrating during the night, and that's why they drink during the day because they got to balance that out. And we've been doing that successfully for decades. But we're now finding out we don't have to. If we can give them close to 100% humidity at night, they don't dehydrate at night. And their body doesn't have to go through that dehydration, hydration, dehydration swing back and forth.
Right, which takes a toll on their body, just like it would with any
Yeah.
living thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to make them drop dead. We've done this decades without doing it. But as our husbandry starts going to the point where we're saying, okay, what are the micro stresses? What are the things that, I mean, they're in captivity, they're in these cages. And so there's already a number of stresses and unnatural things in their life. What can we do to remove as many of those as possible? That's what we're trying to do.